people because I see you travel like also like a lot and different places. Are there places that you've gone maybe that you've picked influence in like what you do, whether it's yoga, whether it's in the pole dancing, and it's just made you like come back with a different mindset or incorporate something that's completely different?
That's such a beautiful question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tukupe flowers.
Hey.
Finally.
Uh-huh.
It's even something I remember saying when we just came back from Joburg. I remember saying every time I travel, I come back a different person. The first trip we did was Bali. And as a yogi or as someone who just enjoys practicing spirituality, I knew Bali is known for it being a healing country. You know, even the way you're saying it, it's healing. But I didn't know, kwa nini watu wanasema hivi? And just experiencing the whole of it, because we did move around different cities. Wow. First, it's from the people. Respectful, welcoming, wako na utu. They're very sweet, they're very gentle. And then they've managed to maintain their greenery. It's green there, it's
nature. You know how when you just
nature.
walk out and see trees
God.
and nini?
From the airport.
Yeah.
From the airport, it's green. Do you know even just, I think when I walked in, I was like, there's my answer.
I understand now.
Wame preserve miti. And then sasa kidogo unaenda even just when we did our first dinner restaurant experience, even just, they want to serve you. They want to do it.
Yeah.
They're happy to do it.
Yeah.
And I know even if you're going with vacation eyes, you can go somewhere and you just feel unwelcomed. And I think it just immediately changed my view of healing and what, because I think I just assumed nitenda nifanye all of the yoga, ni breathe.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what I was going to expect. I'll go do all of the classes. You know, I'll go be taught how to breathe and how to tap into my, peace. Nah, just by noticing my environment and the people around me. You know, it's something
From the word go, you touch down, it
Eh.
just gives you...
That's the thing. It's something like even now, your environment has to make a difference for you. The people you hang around, the people you talk to, that.
Yeah.
But now, this one now was experiencing it, that it was literally drilled into my mind. The environment, the people.
I interviewed a couple who came to the podcast, and they said both of them, it's coincidence because they both were traveling just to Bali for the experience, and they landed there and they never left.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I can see how.
They just never left. They go visit their homes every now and then, but they just stayed, and that's where they stay.
It's, I don't know, that environment
Good
thing.
experience, eh?
It was a good experience. So that one really tapped into my spirituality. Then Joburg, I really love Cece. Joburg has a big pole scene. The community for pole is...
That's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
You know, I've been to Joburg, and I remember watching videos about like pole dancing and everything. But I wanted to just go and watch, but I never got time to go and experience that, because when we went there, it was like for a wine thing. And also I went to Cape
There was
Town
not
as well.
enough.
No, wine people. You're not talking about like pole dancing and then they'll be like...
Na ukichukua break one day from the wine. Ni wewe
No,
kucreate
no.
time.
It was like a back-to-back thing. Like even it's not... There was no... have you heard of Cape wine?
Yes.
It was like the Cape wine thing. Okay. And then Joburg, there was also something else. It's like morning till evening.
And they're known for their wine.
And then in the evening, you're also going for another wine thing. Because like how much drinking of wine do you... Hey? So you can imagine...
No.
And I told people, like, people think alcohol, wine, you think it's just like wine. But you start drinking wine.
Heshima yake. Mi kwanza naona
wine
by the time unasimama, aujuangi.
Until you're like, can I go to the washroom? You're like, I shouldn't have drunk that much.
My worst hangovers and my worst moments without realizing that the worst moments, not even in a bad way, like the highest I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
is by wine and by tharawing it.
Yeah.
Ile
So they're
ati,
just drinking,
it's just wine.
Okay,
Ipatie heshima yake.
now back to Joburg, because I'm saying like,
Yes.
okay,
Okay.
we have 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Hizo ni time mingi.
Yeah.
So Joburg, I'm really enjoying the pole community, the pole family there. Shout out.
Did you meet some of them? And
Yes, I go for classes.
you go for classes
Yes.
there? What? Wait.
I enjoy,
So how is it compared to? And that's why I
Kenya,
was saying yours stands out. And I think that's why when you talk about like influences and even when you're going, I'm telling you, it's just anybody who knows, they would know. They will look at it and say like,
Unajua,
no, in
if
Kenya I
you
haven't
know,
seen
you
this.
know.
Yeah, I haven't seen it like this.
So first, I'll definitely credit my practice. I'll also credit the pages I follow. I'll also credit the teacher that taught me the first time.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that environment thing. Luckily, nilikuwa surrounded by people who they're beautiful pole dancers. So you pick for sure. And then even just watching videos, the internet is a very big web of information. So you get to pick and say, this is the direction and the route I want to go. Yeah. So Joburg has been one place where I feel I can connect with other pole dancers in terms of I'm not the teacher. I love being a student.
Yeah. So when you're there, you're also like just blending in as learning and exchanging maybe notes.
That's the thing, and exchanging notes and vibing. I can also go and just be taught.
Yeah.
For real, I love being a student.
Because here, if somebody has seen your video, they'll be like, yo, me, I just want to learn from you. Don't tell me that you don't know how to do it. I want to.
And even here, I get to practice as well with the pole dancers in the country. I get to play with them. But something I've also learned about myself, I also love learning and I love being taught.
Yeah.
So I also want to receive. And that's something also I practiced as well with my yoga practice. I went to Lamu Yoga Festival and I was in heaven.
Was it this year or last year?
I think last year.
Oh, okay.
I think last year, October, if I'm
It's
not
always
wrong.
those
I think
things.
it's also this year,
Those
October.
things that I always see online and say like, I would want to experience
Let
this.
me tell you, it
before I know it,
slapped.
it's done.
It slapped. And I love living in the moment and I love enjoying life and I want.
So you network with people similar and in his.
Hata hiyo tu kufunzwa, wacha nikwambie, hiyo tu kukuwa the student in the room, it was slapping. So Joburg really slaps for me, especially because of now just having a very big pole community that's very sweet, very gentle, happy to have you in class, happy to teach you, Yeah. So every time I come back, I feel so good. I watched Usher live.
Wait.
Yes. Oof. And now you're not ready. This is the one thing that now changed. Ushai experiences zile vitu zinaku they shock you back to it.
I know.
Yani, They keep you on toes. They make you
like this is how life is supposed to be. Like this feeling is not for.
And you want this thing to be achieved here. Usher had during his concert. He had, I want to say, about at least 5 pole dancers on stage. If even now, before I finish explaining Usher, hata ukienda tu online one Snoop Dogg, he's always performing with pole dancers. And it looks magical.
Yeah.
Usher managed to find a way to, this experience changed I came back a different human. I think that's what motivated me to put the pole on the stage. I was like, let's change this entertainment. Let me show you what you're missing out on. Because, it's something you want to do, but you're scared. You don't know how your people will see. You don't know how far the misconceptions will go. But Asha ilinifanya niseme, we need to go to this next level. The stage had 5 X-poles. Keep in mind, an X-pole is 21 kilos. So this stage has 5. And this stage could go up off the ground and come back down.
And the lighting is changing as well, the colors.
And the baby girls.
Yeah.
Ay, someone help me. Someone help me.
Yeah.
And then so sometimes it'll go up when he doesn't need the dancers to be on it, and then now it'll come down. So that also made me realize, wow, wako na such beautiful technology that when you don't want the pole dancers on stage, it's so cool. The stage goes up, and the theme of the stage was like candy canes. So it came down. Sometimes you'll see like 3 women on a pole, and you know what? I kept telling my partner the whole time. everything these women are doing,
Yeah.
I can do.
Yep.
It's opportunity, it's luck, it's visibility, it's
Environment.
culture, it's environment. Because I was looking and I was like, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that. So what's making me not put this pole on stage?
Oh yeah. So
You
now,
know, like,
so this was before you even came.
This was before we did now the performance on. I was looking. Kai and those women were looking so gorgeous. Yani wamepiga tizi yani unaona
Toning nini, like you
wameprepare.
look at them paka you're like,
Au baby girl waogopi kudance kwa hiyo pole wameprepare for that. Yani
yeah.
I don't know, it's those moments, everything on stage is so beautiful. Yani
Yeah.
I've never watched a concert like that. Yani siko sawa. And that's, I even posted it and left it on my profile so
On
that I
like
can
there to
always
highlights.
Yes. And
Okay,
even on
okay.
my page, even just on the profile
it's even on your page?
Yeah. You'll just see like a picture of Usher. So I've posted
I'll
a
go-
folder
I'll go
of
see.
photos and videos.
I mean, get
Don't
distracted
go now.
Yeah.
Utaona tu Usher ako hapo mahali kwa profile yangu na ukiscroll,
Yeah.
I've also left those videos for the folder.
Nice.
So that when I go back and check,
You can always.
I'm reminded of that moment.
And how it made you feel.
And how, wow. Nilikuwa nasema Kenyans also deserve this.
No, true.
We deserve it.
See, that's what I'm saying. When I saw your performance, I was like, wait, I haven't seen this before. So this is.
So I think.
But it makes you, when you come back home, you're like, now I have to take it up a notch higher. I should be more brave to try Nini and put.
Sometimes even you go to these countries and you want to move there.
No, true.
You're just like,
No,
oh
that's
my
true.
God, I don't have to do the work.
Once you experience, like, I told someone, like, I went now, the first out of the country club experience I had was in Joburg. And the time there was a club called, what was the club called? It was called Kong. I had never seen something like that before.
Fire.
Because in Kenya, we just say, like, see, we go clubbing, we just go. So we go to Kong, and it's like everybody had, and this is what I noticed with SA. Like, people going clubbing, I think they buy outfits to go
Well
clubbing.
dressed.
Hey, hakuna ati sijui jeans sijui nini ati, like,
umepiga luku.
people looked so good. And I was like, what's going on? So it looks like a photo shoot or a video shoot, but everyone is like on point. People are dancing. Now let's not even get to the drinks. People are buying drinks. I was just like, what is this? Yeah. What is this?
Yeah.
I came back to Kenya and I stopped going to clubs as much.
That experience was
Because it's just, it was a high that I cannot achieve anymore. But I can go to clubs, but I still always remember that experience. It was good.
I hear you.
And then
It's worth catching the plane ticket to go.
last year I went to Ibiza. And I was
How was
like,
that?
I'm just okay staying at home when I'm in Kenya. I'm telling people, like, it just makes you, like, you look at it and you're like, because, even like, and it's not even about spending a lot, because you don't, like, you can have a few drinks here and there, but the experience, everybody around you, like, and then they also have, like, there are girls now even in the club, like, dancing, like, it's not poles I say, but what are they called? What are they called? Like a,
what do they look like? Like a kitambaa?
No. Like, there's a thing, it's not a podium, like a small nini where just girls can dance. That I saw in
like a stage?
Not a stage. Like a small nini that's protruding from the ground, but it's cement.
And it has nothing on it?
No.
And these babes are just dancing?
They're just dancing. Okay. But they have, like, 2 outfits. Like, even for Ibiza, it's this. Let me look
I
at
need
them.
to go.
Before this memory card. Okay, it says we have 17 minutes.
I need to go check.
If I have, like, Nini, I'll also show you. And that for Ibiza, I think Black Coffee was playing his music, and then these girls are just, they keep interchanging when they're dancing. And
haukuwa sawa?
No, I don't even know what it's called. I don't know.
Unatafuta tu hapa club Nairobi unasema mimi nataka
I don't know the term, but you won't find it. That's the thing. You won't find it. The same way you're saying, like, I can do this, and then you're like, okay, but now you see that's you. You would want to be like, have 5 babes who can do that. You can click with, like, over the weekend, you're performing, you're doing it somewhere, or even if it's a class.
I think sometimes it makes me go back to myself and say, whew,
Yeah.
like I really wish also we get to the level of just advancement in art.
Yeah.
Where we
Yeah.
can also, like when
think
Usher
just
did
art in
the
general.
Super Bowl, I mean his business, when he did the Super Bowl, he uses contortionists. I don't know if you've ever heard of
Yeah.
contortionists.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even just
That's
to
a
see
whole
how he
different
can,
thing.
that's the thing, just to see how he can play with different forms of art.
Uh-huh.
And these babes also look like they're paid, just
Yeah.
to find that work.
Yeah.
And
Like
because at
they're
the end
good
of
to
the
say,
day, you
like,
want to
this
earn
is
money.
something that I'm doing 24/7. I don't need to do
Yeah.
anything else.
Just to
And we
see
haven't
that
even touched on
balance.
that yet
Hata-
on the podcast.
Ndo maana nilisema tu
Ah.
hii tutafanya part 2, part 3. Mi
But
hata
we-
niko shocked ni part 1.
No. We'll have to do part 2, part 3.
Wow.
But I'll show you. Okay, also another thing as we wind up, because I'm seeing like time is definitely not in our
Ibiza.
side.
Ibiza.
Your
Is it
tattoos.
Ibiza or Ibiza?
I say Ibiza because I'm from Kenya. And I'm always telling people why you need to embrace where
Ibiza.
you're from. Where you're
Ibiza.
from.
Okay.
Nigerians, when they're talking, they're Nigerians. They don't care. I've mispronounced what?
True.
No. When French people talk and mispronounce things in English, what do Kenyans say?
Okay. Na nimekuelewa
French-
venye umesema Ibiza.
French sounds so sexy.
Does it Spanish?
No, Spanish. But even the same people, if they speak English, they speak it how they speak from their country. Ugandans, Ugandan English, how it is.
Yes.
As ridiculous as it might sound,
Yes.
it's how they're meant to speak because they have their own language as well. So me being from Kenya, I'll say Ibiza
Hey.
because
Na mi
I'm
nakuelewa
I'm
kabisa.
Kenyan. I'm Kenyan.
Kabisa.
And let's not forget how many people are learning Swahili from out of this country so that they can sound like us. So we have to embrace how we speak
Yeah.
because there are other people who are also looking at us and we're like, yeah, we can't all, okay, we've been, we got our independence already and everything. We already have that influence, but we can also sound like just Kenyans. Now,
Ibiza.
no. Before we get to Ibiza, stop.